Well, here we are, GDC 2009. My name's Chad Ken. I'm the executive producer for High Voltage Software and for the Conduit. So let's get started. We'll take you through one of the first levels today. This is our training mission. The lead cinema shows us kind of what's going on in DC at the area at the time that the game's taking place. There's UFOs spotted, possible alien abductions, mysterious illnesses, folks disappearing. And you as Agent Ford get exposed into the middle of this. So here we are. Our tutorial really kind of takes place mid-section of the game. So what's happening is you'll kind of get a flash forward here, but by doing that we give you equipment that you'll have throughout the game and teach you how to use everything in a very fluid motion without really interrupting the story at all. So for starters, I just need to calibrate, so I'm aiming at the objects that the build's telling me to aim at. I'll be moving forward here in just a second. So you can see the level of detail that we're able to achieve here on the Wii, the destruction levels. We have breakable objects, explodable objects. You'll see things like bump mapping. You can see the shadow and the lighting effects. All right, so now we're moving forward. I'm going to encounter my first enemy of the game. He's going to come out of that vent right there, so I'm going to get used to my shooting right off the bat. And we'll give him a blast from the shotgun and move on. So the Conduit has really been designed in large part by the user. We were lucky to get so much feedback. That's a forward attack right there. When I do a melee attack, all I have to do is thrust the Wiimote forward and I get my melee attack. All of this, we were fortunate to be exposed to the press so early and get so much feedback from folks that they really helped us figure out what was best to do for the product. So, alien egg sack. Where would you be without an alien egg sack? All right, so here's my enemy. We'll cut him down, get rid of that egg sack because I got a feeling that's going to make some more. Oh, one right in my face. Let's search these puppies out. Most of my body controls are taking place on the nunchuck, so I'm moving forward, backwards, left, and right based on the analog stick on the nunchuck. I can crouch. My target lock is also on the nunchuck. So here we see some alien technology that's blocking my way forward, so I'm going to defeat that with my own alien technology that I've picked up, which is my all-seeing eye, or the ASE device. This exposes enemy materials. Like there's the lock. Normally you can't see it, but we put their fancy flashlight on it. We've got it. We can charge those up so that we unlock the locks and get access to the area. And we've got our door open. So now for starters, before we go too much further, I'm going to show you some of the other features that we have. Really with the gamer in mind. We'll go into the options menu. Let's do our game options. I can set all kinds of stuff. I can do my own HUD placement, so I can take elements of the HUD and move them wherever I want. If I want my messages down here and I want to do my ammunition information, weapons, and I can customize all of that and then just save it out. All my message bars, if I want to have my messages at the top of the screen, I can do that as well. And so I just save it off and I can return to play. But we're not going to save this time. HUD placement, we did HUD transparency. So if you want a more or less transparent HUD, you can do that. You can take it all the way down so there's no HUD at all. So if you want nothing interfering with your gaming screen, it's entirely up to you. Other features, I can adjust my own running speed. I can also go back and go into my controller options. My controller layout is fully customizable, so I can go ahead if I want to take my shoot and move that down to the A button, then I can do that. My jump now becomes the B button. I can take my crouch and move it to my target lock if I want and swap those around. If I want to call up the ASE using a different button, I just pick this up and shift it around. And then I save out my own custom settings and I can play any way that I like. We'll also take a look at deadzone. This is all fully customizable as well. So I can do this on the fly in the game. I can widen my distances so that it takes me longer to turn. I can widen the range it takes me to look up or down. But what most of the hardcore gamers want to see is that we can bring it in nice and tight. And so now any movement at all, I'm responsive. I'm going to return that back to normal for us to proceed with the game. But really, a lot of this was done from talking to our fans, and they said, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. Well, we were lucky enough to get to talk to them early, and we got it into the product. So let's get back to a little bit of gameplay here. Really get a look at some of the textures that we're capable to do here. Bump mapping, the water technology is all reactive. They're going to tell me to try out a new weapon here, so let's scope in on these guys, see if we can get them before they get to us. And they are down for the count. And, oh, there's a view of one of our bigger boss-type characters up in there. He just punched a hole and went through. Oh, I got more of his minions here. So we can't cut these guys down. See some of our flame technology, the special effects there. Grenades. This is the fun part. For grenades, all you have to do, really, to get the best use out of them, is go ahead and point them where you want to toss them, and flick the nunchuck. It goes right where I want it. Those are portals that we just saw there, are conduits. Let's see if I can't finish this fella off. And then let's take some of his technology. So let's swap for an alien strike rifle. Now this is great. I've still got a lot of functions that you want off of any first-person shooter weapon. I have rapid fire. I have a charge shot. And I also have a scope. So all throughout the game you'll be moving through, discovering more about the alien conspiracy theories. You'll find weapons and ammunition as you progress through the game. There's all kinds of hidden objects in the game and hidden information that you can find using your ASE. And you can really expose the conspiracy, find out who's behind it all. Moving up here, we're going to see one of the bigger conduits in a second here. Let's charge up. There we go. Just disintegrate him. Oh, I'll give him a grenade. Oh, he's going to run on me. The AI in the game is very reactive. If I fight the same way for too long, I'm going to end up in the situation like I'm in right here, cornered and in trouble. They looked and saw that I was fighting with my my strike rifle at a distance, so they sent me a different type of enemy that was more problematic for me, the charge and attack melee. There we go. Move him out of the way. There we go. So we come up to the top of the stairs. You can see the glow already up top from the portal that's upstairs. Sneaking up on me again. Sorry, I'm not real talkative here. I'm just trying to stay alive. This is what happens when the executive producer plays the game. The designers are much better at this than I am. So here's our portal. Some health. You can see some of the different enemies we have here, all with different behaviors. You can see that their cover-seeking behavior is really solid within the AI. We're wrapping up right now. Talked to the team this morning. We're down to under 100 bugs, getting ready to submit. Sega's been fantastic. The fan base has been fantastic. We want to thank all of our fans for all the feedback they've given us, all the direction they've given us, and the passion that they have for the product, because we're feeling it ourselves. All right, it looks like we're in place. I picked up a radiation grenade. These are interesting because if I toss a radiation grenade on him, it does damage over time. It's adhering, so it grabs a hold of him. I can toss these grenades into an area that I don't want people to be able to walk through or my enemies to come through, buy myself some time to reload or change weapons. And into the portal we go.
And the game is coming out when?
In June.